Okay, guys, so joining me right now is somebody all the way from South Africa. He's a DJ, radio personality, entrepreneur, somebody who's done it all for the entertainment industry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the Switcher, baby. Welcome
It is.
to the show, DJ Switch.
Thank you so much, Sue. Yeah, it is the switch up, baby. All day, every day. It's the switch up. We're live in a
It
bit of
is.
South Africa. Shout out to all the Zambians out there. I want to give a special shout out to my big brother, King Nano, who just passed away recently. He's a big DJ out in Zambia. Shout out to him. Bless my brother, and you will never ever be forgotten. So shout out to my boy, DJ Nano.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. You know something
Yeah.
quickly about your career. I think I followed your journey through. Made your first appearance on TV early 2004 and you've been going since. So tell me what's kept you going all these years?
That is correct. 2004, I started on a TV show out in South Africa called Yo TV. It was a kids program, and I just got super excited about the culture. The culture got me in here, and it just really bloomed or blossomed my career. And for me, it was just the love, the art, the fun, the excitement, the ups, the downs, and recovering from the downs and going to the ups. I think it's the pure love, pure passion kind of thing. Like hip hop is something that you really want to hold. It's dear to your heart. I always tell people that for me, I'm a graphic designer on paper, but your 9 to 5 will pay for your hustle. Your hustle will pay for your passion, and your passion will pay for your purpose. So, if you have it in that kind of order, eventually your passion, your purpose will work together, and you'll never work a day in your life ever again.
That's right. And I wanted to ask you, interesting enough, you have mentioned it. You're a graphic designer on paper. Have you ever
Yeah.
designed anything or did you just decide, you know what?
Yeah.
I just want to be a DJ and I'm going to do this?
Well, I mean, with my diploma, it's helped me, build my brand to the next level. Since getting my diploma, I've built many other projects around, around with graphic design. Doing proposals, doing business cards, doing letterheads, doing logos, doing all those kind of things because it also, generates some extra income, and it's just there as a backup, but more importantly, it does add value to my brand and every other business project that I get involved with, or any project I get involved from the artwork, especially from the artwork. It just helped me to be more of a creative, and everything I see and look at, it's got to be on that wow effect, and it's got to be in line with what I do, and that's the most important thing. So it does add value to what I'm doing as well. So it's not a lot.
Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm gonna take you back. So, say you decide you want to become the DJ. What record did you drop first that made you feel like the industry is accepting you and everybody is trying to pick on your vibe?
Whoa. I think it's just being the highlights. Certain parts. Being able to play the parties during 2010 for the World Cup. That was like a big, big movement. And I mean, from playing from 2004 to 2010, um, you know, yeah, you can. That's already 6 years in the game, and
Yeah.
we're already in 2021. So I've been doing this for a very, very long time, and from my breakdancing days to becoming a DJ, it had all the influence. So there is no big record. I think the big record is when I could provoke an emotion in someone's life, and I think that's the most important thing because then they keep coming back. So I would say right now it's all the records that I've produced or co-produced with other producers, and of course, getting those artists on there. So songs like "Wait Go," "Now or Never," I think is my is very dear to my heart. I think that one is it, and I think just all the projects that's coming out right now. I think all the records and all the projects that I'm working on right now is all part of the journey, I guess. So there is no particular because you're always trying to elevate yourself to go up to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next.
Uh-huh. You know something about you also, and it's very interesting. Every time I went back and I tried to watch your music videos and the type of artists that you put on, there really is something that's very distinctive about it. How do you get to decide what artists you want to put on what beat or what records?
It's so first of all, deciding on an artist that you want to put on a record is not very easy because you could send the same song to about five artists and maybe one of them will like it, or you send five songs to one artist and they might not like it, none of them. So it's just once you give them something just to jump on, maybe the song is half done, so 50% of the song is done, which means like the chorus is done, maybe the first verse, and then they can sort of just vibe with it. If they vibe with it, yes. If they don't, they don't. So I do pick certain artists, that are lyrically inclined, that can rap, drop some bars, tell a story. I'm also about the new wave, looking for the new shining kind of star or the new artist that's coming through. On that note, watch out for Paul Boy. He's coming also out. Paul Boy is the next hot thing. He's really, really talented. So for me, it's just a matter of getting that brand new spark that's just going to change the game, that's going to take it to the next level, that's going to elevate it, that's going to give it everything that we need, and also the change that we're looking for. So definitely, it's you've got to just you'll know that spark from the get go.
Interesting. Speaking of a spark, you've been in the game for so many years, and every time you drop something, it sounds fresh. It's like really innovative. And like you said, you're always looking for new talent, artists that align with the sound that you're looking for in terms of you putting out a record. So every time you're trying to put out a bit or a record, how do you make sure that your sound does not sound like something you've done before and it sounds very fresh every time you put it out?
Well, I think hip hop will always be hip hop. Hip hop will never die, and we've got different phases. We've had the gong phase. We've got now the I'm a piano phase, which is taking over the whole of Africa, and of course we've got like um, piano hop, which is like hip
Yeah.
hop and piano mixed together. You know what I mean? Or like you have like reggae piano or piano reggae, whatever. I mean, that's what we did with Top Shotter, and I think it's when you look at sort of thing, it's adapt or die. I don't have to go strictly into piano. I don't have to be like a very piano hop kind of song. But if the certain elements come in, cool. But also, if you can find someone with a great voice, great skills, great articulation, and sounds just a little bit different, and they're part of the new wave, then I think the mathematics adds up that you've got something new and something fresh. So for me, I've always stayed relevant by bringing in new guys and opening up the doors to new talent. It's only been, a very skilled kind of thing to listen to people and to accept them for what they're trying to do. And if they can adapt to your sound or something that you like, or as a DJ, you sort of dictate what happens on the radio, what happens on the dance floor, what happens wherever. So
Yeah.
it's for the DJ to decide what is going to be the new thing, who's the new artist, who's hot, who's not, and that's one thing that I'm sort of still mastering, but I've gotten it right with certain artists, Nasty C, Gemini Major. Now we're
Yeah.
working with Paul Boy. These kind of artists are a youngster from and we're working with these, getting a distinctive sound. Like I can say like, well, this guy does sound different to everybody else, and that's how I want to work with him. And because he has a raw talent, for me, I can get it from the get go. Because I think when you're in the industry long enough, you know who's faking it, who's trying it, who's sort of just
Yeah.
dipping their toes in the water, whatever the case would be, and that's how you sort of dictate who is really playing this game for the long run or for the short run.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to me about Floodgates.
All
Talk
right,
to me
so
about the whole
floodgates.
collaboration. I saw you had Gigi there and the few artists that you
Yeah.
had put together. How did that come about?
All right, so so like I said, I'm always on the lookout for new artists, and Floodgates was just it was the right time. I mean, we already recorded this record like last year, and with the ups and downs with COVID, our country shutting down, opening up levels, closing levels, and I just wanted to work with Gigi. I've never worked with Gigi. We were supposed to work a couple of years ago, but it wasn't the right time. She was in the right space. She gave me a hot verse, and Pull Boy killed it. Well, like I said, Pull Boy killed it, and we had the kids next door. So they're also on the beat. They fresh artists doing certain things, and of course, for me, I just needed to get that new flair, that new energy, and I didn't want to work with people that was just you know um, just there. That's just buzzing. I wanted someone that's
Yeah.
fresh that I could work with, and eventually when they gradually grow, then definitely. Sorry for my phone. Like I said, I gotta go. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
um, it was just great. We got Paul Boy in studio. We got Gray Beats from Zimbabwe. He's also on the hook. So we got Paul Boy in the verse. Sorry, Paul Boy, Tyler T. Sorry, I'm recording another video today as well called Top Shutter
Oh,
with
cool.
Trickmatic, and Paul Boy is also on it, and we've got Grey Beats on it. So the other song, Floodgates, which is Gigi Lamaine, Tyler T, who's a rap veteran, literally not a rap veteran, but he's a new school freestyle rapper. He was killing it on this one radio station for 8 months. Every Thursday was winning the battles, and I said,
Ooh.
that's the guy I want because he's got that raw energy, he's got that raw feel, and I want him on the song. And we got him into studio, and he just nailed it. Paul Boy was on the hook, and Paul Boy is like a superstar in this music video. And I mean, he's just dropped his brand new song today as well, Sio Pumela, and it's
Oh,
super
cool.
super fire. So check that out as well. And all I can say is that Gigi is just she's in a league of her own. She's a veteran. She's come up. She's paid her dues. She's getting great endorsement. She's getting putting out good music, and she's doing a
Yeah.
lot for for the females in the hip hop industry. And she's an MC. She can rap. She can do whatever. She can adapt herself to different elements. And I just wanted to work with her. And I said, "Yo, are you ready?" And she said, "Yes, let's go." And she's also about sort of breeding the new kids coming out, the new wave.
Yeah.
And she was just so keen. I was just so excited to work with her, and she's just been so supportive of this record that it's just perfect. That we got to open up the floodgates. If you see the storyline, we're coming out of COVID, and we're sort of celebrating the kind of things we're doing right now, and that's getting back to performing, that's getting back to feeding our families, that's getting back to just back to normal, as
Yeah.
what life used to be. But and right now we're trying to make sure that we can adapt as much as we can, even like we're doing this virtual call right now, on the internet, trying to push as much as we can. Different countries, merging. Like Top Shot, I've got a homie from Ghana. He goes by the name of Trickmatic. Super super awesome guy. He's just crazy. He's on a brand new TV show that's coming out, and he's just he kills it out in Ghana. And
Right? I
he's also a
actually
rap
just
artist.
saw that. And do you know that
Yeah,
Trig was my guest last week? Which was a
yeah,
coincidence
I
because I
saw
had
that.
seen on
So
your social media that you actually shared that he's going to be doing amazing voices. I was like, oh, pretty cool. The
yeah,
universe is aligning, maybe telling me something here.
this is the crazy part. It's like, and this is what's happened during COVID. Is like, I was just sort of pushing and running with the energy that I needed to push, because whoever pushed during this time of lockdown, whatever happens when everything opens up will dictate where you're gonna be. And I just am coming out in a different energy, different space. Working with great artists like Trip Maddie. He's out in South Africa right now doing the TV show Amazing Voices. And we shot the first scene already last weekend. We're shooting the second scene today, and we're gonna wrap it up. And I mean, he's just a great guy, super super talented. He's also just on that other upper level in Ghana, representing the Black Stars. And this is what I love about it, that we're connecting with all Africans from all different countries on this beautiful continent. And they say South Africa is like the New York of Africa, but if we
It
come
is.
together, it'll flip around everything. And shout out to everybody out in Zambia as well.
Yeah, you know what, Switch? It's always great, and I am very motivated with the fact that you've been in the game this long and you sound as passionate about the game still. So, what should we look forward to in terms of you dropping projects this year and maybe going forward? What are you working on?
All right, so I'm working on, and these are the songs that are coming out off the Red Tape Volume 1 DJ mixtape series. I'm working on like five mixtapes that I'm working on right now. And it's a lot of work, it's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot about getting the right artists on the songs, getting new artists on the songs. So I'm trying to do you could call it a compilation, but it's not really a compilation because it's all my songs. So, I'm working on 5 volumes, which is like 5 EPs or mixtapes, whatever you want to call it. And they'll just roll out for the next, 3 years or 2 years, or however quickly I can get them done. I want to at least do two this year. And that's just setting my level or just my goal. A little
Yeah.
bit ambitious, but at least, I'm getting the traction. I've got some other songs that are already done. It's just a matter of getting them on the tape, getting them mixed, getting them mastered, and yeah, man, and just trying to collab with people from wherever. As long as they can fit the role, they can give me the standard I want, so that we can have an African sound, but not just African, but just the level or the caliber of the music I've been putting out on, that it can match that level, and it just doesn't matter what kind of language it is, but as long as it just matches the caliber, the level of what I've been putting out all this time, and and then we put it out and just compile the red tape. And the name red tape is because of all the red tape we go through, with distributors, the publishers, and all that kind of stuff. And you're getting blocked to be in this space or that space, and I call it red tape. It's like a danger zone, and we're just trying to get through
Yeah.
it. And that's basically why that's the concept of it. But it's to get new artists to mix with some established artists, or just brand new artists as a whole.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Sweet. You've been amazing. But before I let you go, I just want to find out something. Do you still b-boy? Can you remember your moves?
I look like a b-boy, but I ain't gonna be breaking like a b-boy.
Or you're still a b-boy at heart?
Absolutely. That's where I started out, and that's like my number one love. And I know that there's some b-boys representing from Nigeria, Morocco, as well as Zimbabwe and South Africa.
Yeah.
The BC one, it just sort of happened these past few weekends, the last 4 weekends, and we've got our champion to represent Africa as a whole. And then we've got people from coming from Dubai and the rest of the world that'll be competing a little bit later on this year. Shout out to my brother. He goes by the name of Mr. Vokes No Jokes from our original crew, 021 Static B Boys. He's handling that department. I'm handling the music department. But if you find me on the floor, maybe I'll bust a move if you're lucky.
Yeah. Okay, Switch, thank you so much for joining me today. You've been such a delight and for such an honor to have you on the show today. So, ladies and gentlemen, you just got switched up. I really wish I could
Yes,
say that in a
sir.
really dramatic voice, like a DJ voice. But thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to check out his latest project, Floodgates, and also be sure to be on the lookout for his latest projects as well. We're going to take a short break, but I will be right back on the other side.